Hello, and welcome to the third episode of Elemental House. Well, the end of the third episode. So, this part we're basically going to use to explain to you what has happened in the last couple episodes, because a lot has happened, and, well, we didn't take any time to explain it, really. So, my name's Amanda, and I play Kakiki, and the story itself was created from two different separate stories, and the other creator of the second story would be my friend Tia. Hello, Tia.
Hey, I'm Tiana. I play Zephy. She's a water elemental demon. She's an otter demon. I'm actually going to probably take the time now to actually say about Gregory. He wasn't originally a panda. He was an octopus who was orange. He kind of died. He kind of got lost.
Yeah. So I play Kakiki, and she's a fire cat. She's very bad-tempered, doesn't like anybody. She sort of keeps Zephy as her pet, though, just because, stuck in a school, unable to leave with 4 people who couldn't get along. She has to find a way to keep sane, and she's pretty intelligent that way. So I'm going to explain now basically the first episode. We basically related, because we have 4 episodes, 4 main characters, related them each to a different character. So the first episode was off of Zephy's character. It was basically introducing you to everyone. We wanted to introduce you to everyone and get you to know the personalities and what the characters were like, so you could distinctively tell, just not by visual, but personality-wise. The second episode was Sierra's episode. Unfortunately, Sierra couldn't be here today. Our friend Rebecca plays her, but she's away. She's sick. So we're going to have to continue on without her. She'll be for the 4th episode, though. So, the second episode was her episode, and it was basically giving a little bit of background as to different character histories and stuff like that. Not so much, but basically with the clans. 3 of us are from different clans. Sierra being an air wolf. She's from one clan. I'm from another. Zephy's from another. The only one who's not from a clan is Nike, which is his 3rd episode.
Yes, thank you. You can leave. Leave. That's right. The 3rd episode is my episode, because in this episode, I know everything, and I'm explaining everything, which is odd because I actually don't know very much. Anyways, yes, I'm Eric, I play Nike. Nike is a vampire, and I'm going to get to that in a second, because most of you don't seem to believe I'm a vampire. Anyways, yes, Nike is arrogant, overconfident, and seems to think he's in charge of everything when he's not. And man, is he not. People seem to think he's a vampire, or seem to not think he's a vampire. He is a vampire, despite the fact that he can walk in sun, does not really seem to have the need to feed, and just all this other stuff. But he doesn't sparkle, which is good.
Hey, I'm Amanda's little sister Emerald, and I play Sapphire, which is a character from one of her books. And if you go back to the background of that, Kakiki is actually Sapphire's instructor, and she's teaching her. And if you had someone arrogant like that bossing you around, you'd kind of want to get back at them too. No offense. But, yeah, so Sapphire's a fire phoenix, which obviously makes her a fire elemental, which explains the whole feather thing she's got going on, Yeah, she's cool like that. And because she's the host, she can poof in and out of random places. She's just awesome that way. And,
Sorry for all the interruptions, folks. So anyways, yeah, another introduction into the characters. I know you've been introduced to basically all of them except for Rebecca. You got Zephy, who's the kind of annoying one, the hyperactive one, the one who can do impossible things that don't make sense. They're basically our big thing. Yeah, our big thing for Zephy to explain her is
There's no explanation.
Just no explanation for anything she does. Then, of course, you have Nike, who is our arrogant, I'm in charge, I'm the boss sort of one, who really doesn't know what he's doing, but he likes to believe he does, and we let him. Then you have, of course, Sapphire, our hostess, who is annoying. She's got her little moments, but she's grown up all of her life around Kakiki, which really explains why she is the way she is, because Kakiki is the mean, nasty one, I don't like anyone sort of thing. Then you've got Sierra, who is like the logical thinker, the smart one, and
she's quiet. She was originally didn't talk. She was a mute in the original.
I would also like to point out, if you haven't noticed, she never looks at the camera. Just throwing that out there.
Yeah, so yeah, her big thing too, if you noticed during the first episode when we were filming, whenever she read off one of her lines, she'd look up. I'm not sure if it's because she was trying to remember them or what, but that was her big thing. We sort of installed it. The first episode, we actually did have a lot of technical difficulties in filming it itself, whereas we would have parts where we forget to film lines, so I cut out, like for one, I said something outside in the hall where I was supposed to be rebuffing Sapphire, and I said something, and she was supposed to come out with "Don't question me" or something like that, and we forgot to film it, so I just placed in a clip of her going, "Give us a shot of that."
Actually, the line was that you shouldn't mess with your hostess. Just saying, and I'm stupid, so give me a break.
Yeah, but it was an awesome way to put it in. A lot of the time we get comments on like favorite parts or whatever. The favorite part I guess we had to get was when Zeffie dressed up in the plastic bag as she was wearing protection. She really doesn't understand the idea of contraceptive or anything like that, so
She was all, she was just kind of pretending to be a condom.
yeah, and then, oh, hey, look, it's Mars. Anyways, so we basically just sort of fiddled along and we tried to make the script fun, and we decided by the second episode, because we started having editing difficulties, we had a lot of fun filming it, not as much trouble filming it, but I guess the problem would have been just trying to remember lines and everything in that part, so we just sort of improv'd a lot of the script in there, which made it more fun too. We did a lot of rehearsals, so we got it down, but the first episode, if you may have noticed, Nike's voice changed halfway through. You see, Eric ended up going to Florida. Or Mexico. Okay, Mexico. My apologies. He ended up going to Mexico, and we couldn't get him to finish the dubbing because our audio had messed up and we had to dub over everything. It was kind of like an old Japanese film, you know, those really cool ones. So we had our friend Taylor, who did most of our camera work during that episode, fill in for him. So, basically, that's a down run. One of the questions I think we get most would have been like, what was the point of the show? And I'll let Zeffie take that one.
The point of the show was basically just to have fun. Back in grade 9, we decided at a friend's birthday party that we should all just get together and do some really stupid thing. That's how we came up with Elemental House, just throwing a whole bunch of characters out. Mr. X, he was in there. He's not anymore.
Mr.
He's
X was amazing.
Yeah, he kind of, he went on vacation.
Hey, Greg.
So, yeah, that's pretty much how we came up. We just thought we'd do something fun.
He was Gregory's original owner.
He was, and then Zeffie kind of stole him.
And he had man-eating books. So basically, we decided when we were filming this one, we were going to say this is the second season. The first season was so bad, it never aired. Yeah. So anyways, hey Taylor, would you like to come and meet our audience? This is the guy who did the dubbing and most of our camera work. Hey Taylor, how are you doing?
Hey.
So this is Taylor. Thought we'd let you know I'm okay. You can leave now. All right. So, and we're going to bring out one other person. Brad, come on out. He did more of our camera work when Taylor went away. I think he went to Cuba. So say hi, Brad.
Hello.
All right. You can leave now too. Yep. And the last person that we really have to thank would be John, Tall John. He did most of our boomstick work, and he also plays a character you're going to get to know. Well, you basically get to know him, I guess, in this episode. Steve. Yeah, he plays Steve, and he shows up in every episode. We run into the camera a lot, and we end up running into him a lot, and he ends up dragging us away, or Nike tries to eat him, or whatever. So we really have to thank him. Anyways,
we have another person we need to thank, and that would be my friend Ryan McGauley, I think his last name is. He did the boomstick work when we were outside because John couldn't. So yeah, thanks.
What about us people who are sacrificing our lunches, you know?
We already thanked you. You were in the shot. You'll have to ignore my sister if you even heard that, but she wants us to give her a special thank you. See, Eric and Emerald don't have the same period of the class as us. They are volunteers. They're volunteers, so they come in and they take their lunches and their own personal time to help us with this. So we got to give them a special thanks. Yeah. All right. Okay, you guys can get out of my shot now. All right. I'm a camera hog. What can I say? Her too. We're buddies. Yeah. So anyways, so that was the third episode. If you have any more questions, leave them in our comments, and we'll do this again at the end of fourth episode and answer all your questions. It's going to be our final episode, and we hope to have you guys watching. Okay, thanks. See ya. Bye.